Hold on. Recording in progress. Hello and welcome to another episode of Are We Having Fun? This is a bonus episode that features both of us. Honestly, I don't even know how fucking loud my microphone is. Just the two of us. We're gonna get it. You better not fucking eat that chocolate on the counter, pumpkin.
I feel like these whole episodes consist of you telling Pumpkin not to do something.
My whole life consists of telling Pumpkin not to do something. But he's my best friend. Come hang out over here. Just don't eat my cords. That's the theme tonight. So
I painted my nails.
Wow. Okay.
I was like, I could go out and get them professionally done for $40, or I mean, it's not gel, which I normally get, but I did
you
it
can
myself.
buy gel.
I know. I need to buy the whole light system situation.
Right? If I buy one more device, Parker's gonna flip the fuck out. He's gonna be like, why do you have so many toys? Okay, so toys. We have a bonus episode because we realized, we took away the free spirit segment, which is where we ask each other questions. But when the questions roll in, we just got to okay, muscles. She's showing off her biceps over here.
It's late.
I was not prepared for that.
This gun show.
So we just feel like, when the questions roll in, we got to go with them because this is fucking craziness. We have a crazy fucking group of people. It might be small, but it is definitely something. This little funster family we got going on.
Funkles and Funts.
Right before we started recording, Stephanie was talking about Love is Blind real quick, though.
Okay, so I just started watching it like literally yesterday. I'm only on episode 2 or 3. And I watch it with Mark. We literally
laughed the whole time?
Yes, dude.
You're on season
can't even
1.
I'm on season 1.
Okay.
How many
I saw
seasons
that one.
are there?
I think they're on like the second one. And the joke of it.
I cannot believe this.
The joke of it, because I did watch the first season, but I forgot about this bitch. But the joke the joke of it is that everybody hates Jessica. And
of course.
Yeah, okay. So like now the biggest meme. So okay, so Stephanie, listen, Stephanie's the on-air talent, but I'm the one in the background like researching memes and shit all the time. And all of the memes are about Love is Blind and how in the second season there's a Jessica part 2. They're
my gosh,
the same look, the same demeanor.
Anymore.
Yeah, they're like, this is just fucking Jessica again.
Like we were literally sitting on the couch, and I mean, everything that people would say, we were kind of looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I can't believe I know it's reality TV, so like how much of this is really real?
Right.
But if there are real people like this, I cannot even fucking believe it, dude. And like literally when Jessica, spoiler alert, when Jessica got turned down by Barnett and then she went back to Mark and she's like, oh yeah, you. babe, I want to be with you. I was like, please say no. Come on. Like you can't really be that dumb to think that now she wants you.
Oh my God.
And alas, he was dumb because he proposed. So
there was also another meme I saw, and I'm not watching Love is Blind, but since you're watching it, I can share it with you. But I guess in the second season, this guy is on one side of the wall talking to the other girl, and he's like, what are you wearing right now, Michelle? I'm just making up a name. I don't remember the name. It's like, what are you wearing? She was like, this is Natalie. And he was like... trying to like, seduce
cover for
her.
It. Like, oh
no. He like called her like Michelle or Meredith or something like that, and was like, yeah, oh, like I love the sound of your voice. I'm so into you.
Oh no.
Nothing's worse about saying you're into someone and trying to like ramp up the moment.
Like, you piece of shit.
Yeah. That was the only little clip I saw.
You fucking deserve it at that point. Like,
and I'm
on.
like, this clip is the clip of all
you
clips.
have one job.
I don't see anything else. You have one job to find love.
In this show, your job is to know every girl there, and you can't even fucking do that. You're hopeless. You're done.
Speaking of hopeless guys, do we have a fucking episode for you? Wow, that was the perfect segue. And we didn't even try. Thank you.
Thank you. Keep going. I'm just going to talk like Jessica the rest of this episode, okay?
So, but before we get into it, before Stephanie continues with that, go to Apple and fucking rate and review us 5 stars. Let's ramp this shit up. Like, we are so hyped right now. We have so much happening right now. There's just too much happening. Go rate and review us right now, guys. Like, if you're here listening, pump us up.
If you like us at all, please.
If you've listened this far, go.
Yeah, if you're here right now, just do it.
You can literally listen while you do it, and we're about to fucking go in. So speaking of this,
strap in.
Yeah. Speaking of this crazy guy who doesn't know people's names, we're going to continue on the train of guys that toxic just not deserve love. So we actually had a little funster write in, and we had to share with you all. So Stephanie doesn't really know the full story because she doesn't, like I said, she's not the one running the stuff in the background. And I wanted to keep a little mystery alive. So everything that happens is like an authentic reaction.
I don't know what she's about to say, and I'm excited.
So let's just get on into this message. And this is a real story, guys. Like, I can't believe this shit is actually happening in the world, but in several different facets, this actually has happened in my life. So I know for sure this person is not lying. Anyway, she said, "Hi, Funs." I love that. Call back to the beginning. "I'd love to hear your thoughts on my situation. I just caught my boyfriend of 4 years cheating with someone he just met. We moved to a seasonal city together where he has a contracted job, and this girl was working with him for the past month. I was completely blindsided when I saw him DMing her yesterday in the middle of our day off. First of all, how stupid can you be?
Like, she's there with him and he's on the couch, like, messaging.
Yeah, like, how the fuck are you gonna DM somebody in the middle of the like the middle of a Sunday afternoon?
Maybe because he thought that's so normal to where she wouldn't question it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just emailing a coworker. Like,
right. So
if you were trying to hide it, then, you know.
Anyway, this isn't even halfway over. So I didn't think much of it at the time because he was busy at his job, but he was staying later than usual until her contract had ended. Now, at the time of these DMs, she is back in her hometown, and here's where it gets complicated. Not only were the messages flirtatious, but they were actively discussing her moving here full time and how he had to figure out a way to break up with me so I would move out and they could be together.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to start shaking. Okay.
Wait, really? What the?
It's not even over.
That's
okay.
Such a slap in the face.
When I talked to him about it, he told me he felt an instant connection and that they had more in common. So he was exploring if there could be more between them. He also said after 4 years and moving across the country with me, deep down, he didn't know if I would be the one he marries. He couldn't tell me sooner.
Oh my God.
I made the exploring easier for him and already moved my shit while he's at work, since I'm that replaceable. I'm single in this relatively unfamiliar city. So what's next? Am I having fun? Not right now. Love you guys.
Wow.
Dude. Oh, this is like the second time I'm reading it.
Unpack here. I have a lot of questions. First of all, I like that she said, "Are we having fun?" at the end. She threw in our tagline.
I'm like shaking, and I've already read this. And I'm still reacting the same way as if it's the first time I'm hearing it.
Okay, obviously we don't have all the answers, right? Because we don't have her like on the phone, but I have so many questions.
Yeah, I wanted to start with you because you really didn't hear any of this.
Well, the first question is, how the fuck are you going to say, like, how the fuck are you going to talk about trying to break up with your girlfriend of 4 years when you met somebody for what, a month?
Yeah.
Like, and what did they do in this time? Like, they just worked together, or were they like hanging out outside of work? Like, what was how far did this go?
Right. Like, was he like saying he was working late, but he was like skipping off to the fucking woods or something?
Right. That's my question. Like, did this purely grow from work itself, or were they doing stuff? Because it doesn't make sense to me why you would go from like working with somebody and then all of a sudden you're sending DMs next to your girlfriend. Like, I feel like there had to be some other things there.
Right. And for her to be blindsided, like she
had no idea at all.
No idea
until this.
It's crazy.
And okay, another question. She said she packed up her shit, right? While he was at work.
Yeah.
Because she's like, whatever, I'm going to leave you. Where did she go? You said she's in like an unfamiliar city. Is she in a hotel? She's staying with a friend?
We would hope so. Well,
I just feel so like my heart goes out to her. Like, what? That is such a shitty situation alone. But now, like, you're in an unfamiliar city, not a whole lot of friends. Like,
yeah, I feel bad because it's not like, okay, like it was like he was plotting the end of their relationship.
Yeah.
But she was just like not able to think of an exit strategy. She had no idea this was coming for her.
Like, it was literally like, I found out yesterday, I'm leaving today type of thing.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Especially like 4 years.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. And then it's derailed so fast.
Like, so quickly. It wasn't even like a long process. It was like a one-day thing. I mean, I get it. I get why it would be a one-day thing, obviously, like if he's cheating on you. But like, man, my heart goes out to her, man. That situation is just so sucky.
It's so fucked. Like, I like totally feel where she's coming from. And like the worst moment possible, it doesn't even matter if you were like snooping around on somebody's phone or whatever the context is. But like the moment you find those messages and find out about those messages is like, there is this pit in the bottom of your stomach that's like the worst feeling in the world.
Right. Oh man. Oh my gosh.
Like I could only imagine. And it just like makes me shake. I couldn't believe that this story came to us, and we already recorded episodes to be released for the next 2 weeks, but like this shit is going out as soon as we're done recording because I thought it was too crazy to wait.
Super relatable, right?
We've
kind of touched on this in the past, but like not the exact same thing has happened to you or even to anybody else out there, but like parts of it are kind of similar, right? Like
oddly similar. Like we've talked about on the podcast the whole thing about like I just felt like I had more in common. After a long-term relationship, we talked about this. Yes. After a long-term relationship, you're not always going to have everything in common all the time, and you're supposed to be okay with that.
Right. Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, okay, that leads me to my next question. So, what is it about this new person that like so you said that he said like, "Oh, I feel like I have more in common with her." How would you know that after a month?
Exactly.
Like, how do you truly know that? Like, this is a Love is Blind. Wow. It was perfect. I'm talking about Love is Blind.
Yeah. I'm saying it's like he literally was like, I have to go with my gut.
That's what Jessica said, bro. Oh my God. He is a Jessica. He is a male Jessica. Wow.
Fuck J names, even girls.
Honestly. Anybody listening with a J, we love you, but fuck you.
Fuck you. Sorry, Dad. Again, my mom told my dad that I said that the last time we talked about
episode, I remember that.
Yeah, my mom was like, I was in town. It's so funny. I was in town. My mom was like, yeah, your daughter talked about you on the podcast. And I was like, what did I say? Like, I don't remember talking about that my dad. Episode. Yeah, I was like, I don't remember talking about him, but like, yeah, sure. And then she was like, yeah, but she was talking about guys. Like, you probably wouldn't want to listen. You don't want to hear the stuff about your daughter. But she was talking about guys, and she said, fuck guys that start with J. And then she said, sorry, Dad. And I was like, oh yeah, I did say that.
I did say that. Correct.
I'm still saying it.
So at least you're standing strong in your convictions.
I mean, it's just like, that is a meme for a reason.
I just like, I know this is a fairly new story, so we kind of have to see where this progresses. Like, I hope we can keep in contact with this beautiful woman and have her follow up with the story. Like, I really hope that this new chick, like,
I hope it goes down in flames. Yes, me too.
I hope she dumps him in like a week or something, because here's the thing, sweetheart, to the girl that's listening that known this guy a month.
Fucking cheated on.
If he's gonna leave his girlfriend of 4 years who he moved across the country with, who are you?
Yeah,
like really, who are you to him at all?
Who are you? Like, literally,
as soon as another coworker comes in, you know, like, then you're gonna be old news. So
exactly,
not trying to shame the girl. Like, I know that he's the one in the relationship, but it kind of goes both ways. Like,
no,
what do you expect?
Honestly, if a girl is DMing a guy
somebody that she knows that he
is in a relationship and saying, hurry up and break up so we can be together, that's a fucking shitty person.
Yeah, because she can't even say like, oh, I didn't know that he was in a relationship, because he's planning out how to break up with his girlfriend with her, right?
Yeah, and there's like
so
footage of it, or whatever you call it.
Footage?
Not footage.
God, I don't know if I want to see
that. Not footage. No, there's evidence. I don't know why I said footage. I didn't know the word.
A digital footprint. I think that's what you're going for.
That's too fancy. There's evidence. There's like written evidence in a DM. You can't.
Gosh, bro. So how did she, like, was she leaning over his shoulder while he was texting or whatever, DMing? Or did she like sneak in his phone after to find this? Like, what made her be like, oh, who is he DMing?
Right.
Like, what caused that to happen?
I wish we had more, like, let's bring her on the show or something. Like, we have so many questions. I wish we had more answers.
I mean, we'll obviously keep her anonymous, but
it's obviously just like a super shitty. My heart goes out to you, girl. Like, also, like, guys like that, they just don't. They need to grow up. Like, they don't. There's 100%. Something missing. There's something missing in their like brain, in their maturing stages.
I would be interested to know how old these people are. Well, it's almost like he's using that as like a cop out. Like, if you're gonna do something like this, like, own up to it, like, admit you were wrong. She's gonna leave you, obviously, and like, just take responsibility. Like, he's kind of like, oh, I just feel like we have a better connection. Like, okay, if you felt like that years ago, why didn't you just break up with her?
Exactly.
Why did it get to this point? If it was that easy to go for somebody else,
exactly,
you've known a month, obviously you weren't into this relationship, so just do her the favor and like break up with her so she can find somebody who actually cares about her.
It's fucking crazy. And if you're listening at this point in the show, whatever age you are, but especially if like you're in college, I just think back to like being in college and what relationships meant, and like, thank God this girl packed up her shit and said, I'm leaving, like, for good.
Absolutely.
Like, and
I love that, honestly.
Me in college, I didn't have a backbone, I guess, enough to do that myself. And I let it go on for much longer. And then I got to a point where I was ready to say bye. And then it was like I blindsided him, because I had all that pent up like anxiety about everything that
almost like a little bit of resentment too. Like,
yeah, like I just didn't even at that point I had already processed everything and I was ready to say bye. But like I should have ripped the band-aid at that moment.
But I mean, it's honestly like a really hard thing to do because even
it is
like a breakup in general is hard, but even if it's as extreme as like somebody cheated, you know, it's still like you spent 4 years with this person. So obviously, you know, you need to leave him, you know, because just the fact of the situation. But like even that, like it's almost like, you know, can we get over this? Maybe we can talk it out. Maybe he's not serious. There's so many questions to it that it's really a hard thing to do what she did, like pack up right away and be like, I'm out.
Dude, but she's a fucking boss ass bitch.
I'm so proud that she did that because I think we talked about this a couple episodes ago, like when we were talking about like our past relationships and stuff. And I was like, it's so hard to just be like, if you don't want me, that's fine. You know, like I can still keep doing me. I have people that will want me. So it's no sweat off my back. And that's basically what she did. Yeah. I'm so proud of her. She's like, pack my shit up. Like, you don't want me? Cool. I'm going to go and take my priorities elsewhere because you're not it anymore. Yeah. You're not worth it to me anymore.
Dude. Okay. And you know what? If that's, see, that part's even similar to me. Like this story really hit home, but like, if you are strong enough to make that decision, the amount of love you will receive on the other side, you might not know it in the moment, right? It sucks. Like it sucks so bad, but like,
of course,
you've learned, like, I'm never fucking accepting somebody who even remotely like acts like they'll treat me like that. Yeah. Less than what you're
the best. That was our high school motto, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
but it's a good motto. Like, don't accept less than the best. Seriously.
Yeah. But like, you know, the other side is going to be so much greater. Like, just looking at our lives and like when that moment we said we're not accepting anything less than the best, never less than the best.
Never
Damn
less
it.
than the best.
Why didn't we listen to that in high school?
Coming strong, man.
Why didn't we listen to our high school motto at the time? It
was lame. It still is lame, but now it's just applicable because now we're old and we're like, damn.
But we definitely accepted less than the best for so many years. What the fuck? We're finally learning. But just how crazy. I just felt like we needed to like release that before our actual episode because
well, also the content for this week is being relatable, and clearly it was relatable. Like, dude, for you, Kayla, for anybody out there listening, like there's a million people who have gone through this, not this exact thing, but like a similar situation. Yeah. And just know like everything works out, guys. It's corny. People say it, but trust me, you wouldn't want to be with somebody. If it was that easy to get over you, why do you want to be with that person?
Right.
That's how I think about it. Like, you have so much going for you. Why would you want to be with somebody like that who will replace you in a month?
We're wondering, Funsters, what would you do? What side of the situation would you be on? I'm just kidding. You better not fucking be on the other side. You better not be on the other.
There is only one side to this.
You better not be the other two parties.
Okay, like, but that's a good point. We could play devil's advocate.
That's true. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Just
I don't want to just be like hating.
Sides to every stories.
I don't hate anybody, but I do hate this girl that is home wrecking right now.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about it from like the guy's point of view. Like,
I think he's just dumb. I think he's a dumbass.
Well, we gotta. I think devil's advocate means you can't say that.
Okay. Okay, devil's advocate. Fine.
Devil's advocate. Hold on, let's think about this for a second. Maybe. Well, nothing just fucking works. Like, maybe it doesn't work that way. Like, I get it. Like, okay, let's say he wasn't feeling the relationship anymore, which is totally acceptable to do. If you're in even if it's a 10-year long relationship, if it doesn't serve you, but like that's no problem. It's no problem to be like, hey, I want out of this. I don't love you as much.
Just say it.
But just say it. That's the point of this. And don't let the reason be another person. Like, if you, if you didn't feel like it was going anywhere, like, say, hey, goodbye. Like, sorry, I don't want to be with you anymore. It might hurt her, but that's totally fine to do. But when you make it about another person now, and
it's gonna be like
DMing,
she's gonna have like PTSD of it, and like next time she's in a relationship, she's gonna think like, oh, is it another person? Like, the last thing you want to be is the crazy bitch that says, oh, what is it, another person, you know? But it's gonna be like
so
in
many
her
questions. We need to reach out to her, see if she'll come on the show.
But anyway, okay, I got devil's advocate. If I was the guy, okay, and I wasn't feeling it anymore, but I was too much of a pussy to say something.
And you met another girl who,
and
let's just say you really like, you think she's really cool, you want to date her instead.
Then I would break up.
Like the minute that you started.
I would.
And you wouldn't even put it through a month of texting and blah, 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 whatever they're doing.
Exactly. I would not be texting like, oh, I can't wait to see you or whatever the bullshit was.
I think the rudest part was texting saying like, how do I break up with my girlfriend? Like you're actually debating with your new girl how you're going to just do it. Yeah. You pussy, just do it.
Yeah, he's a pussy. That's what I'm saying. Like I would be like
the minute you're attracted to somebody else in that way, you know that your relationship is dead, right? Because you know that it's not going to change.
Right.
So at the minute that he was like, wow, I could see her being my girlfriend, he should have had a talk that night with the girl. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like if you're blindsided by it, that means that, okay, this is what I was going to say. That means that the guy should get a fucking Oscar because he tricked her for so long. She had no idea. That guy deserves an Oscar. Congrats, dude. Congrats. You're a phenomenal actor.
He was working a lot, right? She was probably not around for him to do all this.
Like,
working. I hope you can see my air quotes.
Yeah.
You can feel my air quotes.
I hope you can see the air quotes through her voice. Air quotes.
Long story short, though, that guy's a douche. You deserve better, whoever you are.
And that bitch is a bitch ass bitch.
Kayla says it's a bitch. So.
Who the fuck are you to say hurry up and break up with your girlfriend?
Yeah, that's fucked.
Like,
there's no devil advocate for you.
The problem that I have always had is that if you're that kind of person, I cannot be nice to you. There's just no way, because
there's no trust. It's like,
no, it's like, you know how like girls are very like bitchy towards each other, or they're like really good friends. I cannot hide how I feel. It just is. My eyes are glaring, even if my voice is saying, "Oh, hi."
Yeah,
like I can't hide it.
Yeah, same.
And
like you'll feel it. You'll feel like a stench. I don't know what I'm staunch. Is that a word?
I think so. But like if I sense that you're like just like trying to like be a terrible like moral compass around me towards
it's not how I was using it. It doesn't mean that, but anyway, sorry, I had to look it up.
I thought staunch was a verb.
It is no, it's an adjective, but it means loyal and committed. So the opposite of staunch. It was literally the opposite of staunch.
De-staunch, unstaunched. This guy was unstaunched. No, I just wouldn't be able to be nice to her. There's just no way. If I saw her at a bar, she would probably just be acting like somebody I would fucking be annoyed with. And on that note, what a fabulous episode.
So long story short, actually long story long. That was kind of a long story. Yeah, I don't know. She's a bitch. He's a hoe.
Okay, that was not the ending.
And whoever that girl is, I got drunk in this whole minute.
Oh my God.
Whoever you are out there, just know that you deserve better and you're going to get better.
Yeah. Anybody who resonates.
You're not missing anything.
Anybody who resonates with this story, you that bitch, and you're going to come up stronger than ever.
And you're going to get better. Like, I'm telling you. Honestly, not the same situation, similar thing, whole breakup, blah, 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 happened with one of my roommates. And I literally told her, my exact words to her that night were, focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, focus on yourself. Everything falls into place. I'm telling you, like, don't put your worth in another person. Like, everything will happen the way it needs to happen for you. A week goes by, they get back together, and she's
No.
like, honestly, yes, but listen, a week goes by, they get back together, and she told me the other day, she's like, honestly, I'm not even really feeling him anymore. Like, I am so proud of myself now. Like, I've been working on myself. I'm going back into school. I've done so much shit the last couple weeks. Like, now I like see my worth. And she's kind of like, he's not really doing it for me anymore. And I'm like,
that self-growth. This is a self fucking growth podcast now.
The next step would be for her to end it, though, because again, we don't want to lead people on, but
she's still going.
She's still going. So that's the problem. But I'm proud of her for seeing her worth, and now
but if you have a crazy story of your own, please give us the juicy details, because I think we live for this shit, honestly.
Well, also, like, this is like, you know,
it's real life.
It's therapy for us. Like, we literally talk through stuff, like Kayla and me, and we love when you guys talk with us, because I hope that it's therapy for you to, like, even if we don't know you, almost like that's better. Like, it's no judgment. We don't know you. We don't know your situation. No judgment here, whatever.
And then get into therapy, you know, fuck it. Everybody go to therapy.
Or travel and get one of our travel is my therapy stickers.
Yay!
Our website.
We're going to put up more stickers.
Shameless plug.
So excited. Oh, well, we will see you all basically tomorrow. If you're listening on a Tuesday,
we'll see you. We have a lot of episodes.
We have a lot
and recorded for you guys. So
it's been a crazy fucking
awesome
month.
Content coming. Yes, it's gonna be a busy month. Lots in the works. So
fucking rate us 5 stars.
All that stuff.
And we'll catch you later.